Stop wasting your hard-earned money. Seriously, how many times have you been sold on the idea that some overpriced supplement was the ultimate solution to muscle growth, only to see little to no results? It's frustrating, right? The truth is, the supplement industry thrives on big promises and glossy labels, but most of these products are little more than expensive hype. What if I told you there are supplements out there, real science-backed options that can actually deliver better and faster gains than traditional protein powder? Sounds impossible. Think again. Here's the deal. Relying blindly on protein shakes is only part of the puzzle. Maybe even the wrong part if you're chasing faster, more impactful results. The reality is, there are hidden gems in the supplement world that don't get enough attention. These products skip the fluff, focus on delivering measurable results, and work with your body's natural muscle synthesis. Imagine being able to pack on lean mass, break through plateaus, and actually feel stronger without draining your bank account or investing in flashy marketing schemes. The question is, are you ready to stop falling for gimmicks and start fueling your gains with real, effective solutions? If so, you're in the right place. In this video, we're diving headfirst into the top supplements you should be using based entirely on science, cost-effectiveness, and real-world results. By the end, you'll know exactly what to spend your money on and what to throw in the trash bin. Let's get to it. When it comes to building muscle, the fitness industry is full of promises. Everywhere you look, supplements claim to be game changers, promising you bigger gains and leaner frames almost overnight. But let's be real, do they all work? Or are we just burning cash, chasing empty claims? This video sets out to uncover the truth by focusing on the top 8 supplements for muscle growth, separating what's science-backed from what's fluff. Because no one wants to waste time or money on something that won't get the job done. The goal here is simple but important. Finding supplements that actually help you pack on lean mass without draining your wallet or risking harmful side effects. Imagine this: a supplement that costs pennies per serving but delivers rock-solid gains, versus one that's all marketing hype but does little for your physique. This comparison digs into which ones really pull their weight and which ones make bold promises but fail to deliver. It's time to put those flashy labels to the test. And this isn't just about lifting heavier or looking fuller. It's also about understanding the science behind it all. Have you ever wondered why creatine is called the king of gains? Or whether trendy supplements like turquestone offer anything more than influencer endorsements? By the end of this journey, you'll know exactly what works, what's worth your investment, and what belongs in the trash. But first, let's dive deeper into the real contenders in the supplement game. Before diving into the rankings, let's set the stage. Not all supplements are created equal, and their effectiveness isn't just about flashy marketing or celebrity endorsements. Our ranking system digs into 3 key factors: the depth of scientific research behind each supplement, the cost per pound of lean mass gained, and the potential for side effects. So buckle up, because we're not just scratching the surface here, we're going deep into the science and practicality of muscle-building supplements. Creatine has earned its crown as the most effective supplement on the market. Why? It doesn't rely on gimmicks, but on hard, measurable science. It works by pulling water into your muscles, making them look fuller, and improving strength performance. Over time, this increased performance translates to legit muscle synthesis. Studies show you can gain up to 3 pounds of lean mass in just 8 to 12 weeks. And for the budget-conscious lifter, creatine is gold at just $7.70 per pound of muscle. It's the reigning king of cost-effectiveness. But what about the rumors? Many people avoid creatine because of fears about DHT and hair loss. Here's the deal. A widely misinterpreted 2009 study linked creatine to a slight increase in this hormone, but recent research has crushed that theory. Not only are the studies flawed, but new evidence shows no connection between creatine and thinning hair. If you're using creatine properly, just 5 grams per day of good old creatine monohydrate, you're safe and set for steady muscle gains. Leave the gummies and overhyped alternatives in the dust. Classic creatine monohydrate is still king. Turquestone is one of the newest players in the muscle-building world, riding its way into popularity through influencers and bold promises. Dubbed a natural anabolic, this supplement has raised eyebrows. But here's the catch. Turquestone lacks the scientific studies to back up the hype. Sure, it's derived from plants and bugs, and theoretically mimics steroid-like gains without the side effects. Sounds amazing, right? Well, it's only a theory at this point. In fact, A 2023 analysis even exposed that many turquestone products didn't contain the levels listed on their labels, making them even less reliable. While some improvements in strength and physique have been observed, they're inconsistent at best. For now, turquestone is like rolling the dice. It could work, or it could leave you with an empty bank account and little progress. Until credible studies catch up with the claims, this anabolic for plants stays firmly in D tier. HMB got its initial hype from studies, claiming it could produce steroid-like gains by reducing muscle breakdown during workouts. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it kind of is. While some early research showed promising results, gains of up to 7 to 8 kilograms of lean mass in a few months, the validity of these findings was quickly challenged. Follow-up studies, especially on trained lifters, revealed much more modest outcomes, if any at all. That being said, HMB might still have a place for specific groups. Newbie lifters may see a small increase 0.5 to 1 pound of lean mass, and at a relatively low cost $20 for modest initial gains, it's not a bad experiment for beginners. However, for experienced athletes, its benefits are negligible. Think of HMB as a small boost, better than nothing, but unlikely to revolutionize your muscle growth journey. As the science builds around it, HMB may jump tiers, but for now, the inconsistent data keeps it squarely in C tier. Protein powder isn't just a staple, it's practically synonymous with muscle growth. But while it's undeniably helpful, the key is knowing when it really shines. For someone struggling to hit their daily protein needs through regular food, a scoop or two can make all the difference. Studies show that if your protein intake is below 0.55 grams per pound of body weight, adding protein powder can help you gain up to 1 to 2 pounds of lean mass over 3 months. It's quick, convenient, and lets you skip the hassle of cooking endless chicken breasts. However, context matters. If you're already eating buckets of grilled chicken or hitting 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight, excess protein has diminishing returns. In other words, chugging 5 shakes a day won't magically fast-track your gains. And let's talk specifics. Whey protein, made from cow's milk, has long been hailed as the king of protein powders. Yet, recent research suggests that plant-based proteins, when consumed in sufficient quality and variety, are just as effective in the long haul. So, whether you're a whey loyalist or vegan, you can see impressive results. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: cost. On average, protein powder clocks in at about $77 per pound of new muscle, making it pricier than creatine. But the extra investment pays off in flexibility, perfect for busy days, post-gym refuels, or when hitting your protein macros becomes a guessing game. Hint: ever wonder how much protein's in a restaurant steak? For value, flavor, and strength performance, protein powder firmly claims it's a tier spot. Mass gainers are often marketed as the ultimate fix for so-called hard gainers, people who struggle to eat enough calories to boost their muscle growth. Essentially, these are high-calorie protein shakes packed with carbs and fats, designed to help you hit your caloric surplus without stuffing your face with endless meals. For those with a naturally fast metabolism or a low appetite, a single serving, sometimes exceeding 1,000 calories, can provide a huge shortcut to gaining fat-free mass. It's like eating a full meal, but faster and often tastier. But here's the catch: mass gainers come at a steep price, both in dollar signs and side effects. Many of these products are loaded with sugars like maltodextrin, which can skyrocket your calorie count, but often at the expense of consuming quality nutrients. Why pay for a mass gainer when you could achieve similar results with a regular protein powder plus a chocolate bar? Keep in mind, the cost to gain muscle with mass gainers can range from $50 to $300 for just 1 pound of lean mass. That's a hefty price tag compared to simpler options like creatine. So, who should use mass gainers? If you're someone who genuinely cannot eat enough to fuel gains like eating feels like a chore, this might be your best friend. But for everyone else, a smarter and often cheaper move is combining whole foods with regular protein shakes. Mass gainers may help you bulk up, but they're not magic. They work, sure, but there are often better budget-friendly ways to achieve the same results. Fish oil, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, is often associated with heart health and brain function. But can it actually boost muscle growth? For some groups of people, such as older adults, it shows potential. Studies suggest that taking 2 grams of omega-3s daily over 12 to 24 weeks can result in 1 to 2 pounds of lean mass. This is especially true for untrained seniors recovering from intense workouts where fish oil aids in recovery and muscle synthesis. However, for younger or well-trained individuals, the benefits are far less pronounced. The downside, fish oil comes with a price. For most, the cost to gain muscle is around $105 per pound of lean mass, making it one of the least cost-effective supplements on the market. That's not to say it's useless. Its anti-inflammatory properties can help reduce muscle soreness and improve overall strength performance. But, as a direct muscle-building aid, it's a weak contender compared to powerhouses like creatine. Ultimately, while fish oil is a fantastic supplement for general health, its muscle-building benefits are situational and often modest. It feels more at home supporting your joints in recovery rather than producing steroid-like bulk. For those looking to maximize results, your dollars might be better spent elsewhere, unless, of course, your lifestyle already calls for omega-3 supplementation. Testosterone boosters may sound like the ultimate shortcut to muscle growth. After all, if steroids work by increasing testosterone levels, wouldn't natural boosters deliver similar gains? Unfortunately, the reality is far less exciting. Most testosterone boosters fail to raise hormone levels enough to impact muscle synthesis. Even the most effective boosters only increase testosterone by about 15%, which might improve your mood or libido, but won't move the needle on muscle mass gains. It gets worse. Many testosterone boosters on the market don't even do what they promise. Research reveals that some products lack the necessary ingredients or contain ineffective dosages. However, certain micronutrient-focused options, for example zinc, magnesium, boron, can help muscle recovery and growth, but only if you're deficient in these nutrients. In these cases, you're better off first assessing your diet and addressing deficiencies instead of blindly buying into the hype. Simply put, the cost to gain muscle using testosterone boosters is overwhelmingly high compared to their negligible benefits. Unlike creatine or protein powder, which deliver measurable returns, boosters fail to justify their price tag. For all their marketing flash, they remain in F tier, completely overshadowed by evidence-backed supplements. But hold on, what does the science say about all these rankings? Let's dig deeper into the research. Behind every great supplement is a foundation, or lack thereof, of scientific studies. This is where the rankings live or die. Take creatine, for instance. It has been studied extensively and consistently demonstrates a clear ability to increase lean mass, strength performance, and overall muscle synthesis. With decades of data, we can confidently say that creatine isn't just effective, it's one of the most reliable tools for muscle growth. On the flip side, supplements like turquestone struggle to pass scrutiny as they lack rigorously tested studies to back up their anabolic claims. But what about the controversies tied to supplement science? An excellent example is HMB. It burst onto the scene amidst glowing reports of unreal gains, only for researchers to later reveal flaws in those initial studies. This kind of scrutiny underlines the importance of long-term, peer-reviewed research, because while early hype might sell products, only solid data can ensure results. Understanding this distinction is as important as knowing the ingredients in your supplements. No one wants to waste money chasing hype when countless studies can spotlight what truly works. That said, it's not just about quantity, it's about quality too. Properly evaluating supplements means looking at who participated in studies, trained athletes, or first-time lifters, how results were measured, actual muscle growth or temporary water retention, and even who funded the research. These layers help separate trusted contenders from misleading outliers. But can science fully explain something as elusive and effective as the placebo effect? Let's explore that next. The placebo effect might seem like magic, but it's grounded in something far more powerful: belief. Imagine this. Your friend firmly believes they've taken a cutting-edge supplement guaranteed to skyrocket their strength performance. With nothing but confidence, they hit the gym and shatter their personal records. Rest except later, they find out the magic pill they took was nothing more than sugar water. This phenomenon isn't fiction. It highlights how much our mindset influences physical outcomes. Take Dennis, for example, a participant in an experiment where he unknowingly took a placebo called Muscle Max 100, thinking it would turn him into a natural anabolic machine. Dennis lifted heavier, pushed harder, and set multiple PRs. His results mirrored what you'd expect from someone on steroids, all because he believed in the product. This demonstrates that our confidence and mental approach to training can push physical limits as much as, or more than, some supplements. The placebo effect is a reminder that science can't always measure the raw power of belief. So, what does this mean for you? First, no supplement will replace the drive and mindset to keep improving. Second, tapping into your own mental motivation, like setting small performance goals or visualizing success, might be the quickest way to boost muscle growth. But don't stop there. Combining belief with evidence-backed strategies and tools is where real transformations happen. Speaking of tools, building smarter habits ties directly into enhancing your entire approach to training. Supplements can help, no doubt, but here's the reality. They'll only ever be a small slice of the muscle growth pie. The foundation of any successful transformation is built on three non-negotiables: training, nutrition, and recovery. Imagine relying on creatine, yet skipping progressive overload in your workouts, or chugging protein powder but not eating enough calories to fuel growth. It's like trying to drive a high-performance car on an empty tank. Start by nailing the basics. Eat enough to be in a slight caloric surplus. Aim for consistent strength progression, and don't skip recovery days. When it comes to nutrition, the devil's in the details. Tracking your meals and dialing in your protein intake, 0.552, 0.8 grams per pound of body weight, allows you to fuel your body with precision. Apps like Built with Science Plus, for instance, give you a breakdown of your macros and even highlight any deficiencies in your nutrients. From there, supplements like fish oil or targeted testosterone boosters can plug these gaps, but only where needed. Think of supplements as the finishing touch, not the foundation. After all, would you build a house starting with the windows? On training, many fall into the trap of plateauing. They stick to the same exercises, same weights, and expect different results. To break through, adopt a motivational mindset. Track your PRs, tweak your program every few weeks, and challenge yourself with progressive overload. But here's a little twist. Don't forget the mental game. Small wins, no matter how minor, reinforce that belief in your ability to grow stronger. Combine this mindset with supplements, and you've got a system built to maximize every ounce of effort. But where does that leave us with supplements overall? Supplements serve as powerful allies in the battle for muscle growth, but they'll never outshine the core pillars of progress: hard training, smart nutrition, and proper recovery. All the creatine, whey protein, or fancy natural anabolic boosters in the world can't make up for neglected basics. The truth is, the greatest gains come when you align your efforts with strategies supported by both science and common sense. Supplements are an enhancement, not a shortcut. Knowing how to use them effectively is what separates wasted potential from peak performance. Here's a question for you. Are the supplements you're using backed by scientific studies? Or are you blindly trusting marketing ploys? It's time to reevaluate your arsenal. Maybe you've overlooked staples like creatine monohydrate or underestimated how much protein your body truly needs to fuel muscle synthesis. Small, smart adjustments to your routine, whether it's prioritizing recovery or harnessing the placebo effect to your advantage, can reshape not just your body, but your entire training philosophy. And now, let's flip this back to you. What's your next step? What will you do differently starting today? Apply what you've learned, experiment, and don't let confusion about supplements slow your momentum. Building muscle is a long-term game, and every decision you make should drive you closer to those goals. Oh, and don't forget, if you found this relatable, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stick around for fresh insights each week. Let's build this journey together.